7-year-old Colleen Soper is safe and getting medical attention. Donald had planned to take his wife for a short drive after Thanksgiving dinner with family before taking her back to her assisted living facility. Investigators still trying to determine what went wrong. Today, one day after Black Friday, is known as Small Business Saturday to highlight shopping alternatives to all those big box retailers. Our Tony Atkins shows us how much it means to local entrepreneurs.
A packed house here at the Sherman Phoenix. Many people chomping at the bit to bring their dollars here to Milwaukee-based businesses. Expect nothing less on Small Business Saturday. Today, vendors set up at the Sherman Phoenix, a hub for small businesses inside a former bank that was birthed after unrest near Sherman Park several years ago.
My ultimate goal is to, if possible, be set up at the Sherman Phoenix, but if not, I do wish to have my own brick and mortar store in the future.
For Renee Bennett, Small Business Saturday was a great opportunity for Suited, her online boutique she started after years of working in retail.
I just decided to try it out, and here I am 3 years later.
While Small Business Saturday here drew a big crowd for more than 24 vendors, it means so much more than that to customers here at the Phoenix.
It means community. It means just growth and healing.
Community also means a lot to Asja Marks, who started Frame, designer-inspired sunglasses and accessories more than a year ago.
My business grew based off of my community.
Mark says the Sherman Phoenix's bustling first Small Business Saturday is a sign of what's to come in the future.
We're going to work together. We're going to love each other. We're going to prosper, and we're going to do well.
In Milwaukee, Tony Atkins, today's TMJ4.
Thanks, Tony. And it just so happens that the Sherman Phoenix is celebrating 1 year in business today. That's a live look at it. It's a little rainy out there, as you can see. There's an anniversary celebration happening right now inside. Coming up at 6, we will take a closer look at how it started and what that space has meant to our community. And for some, it was all about shopping with a sheriff today. This morning, some very deserving children got matched with deputies and corrections officers with the Waukesha County Sheriff's Department at the Super Walmart in the city of Waukesha to buy holiday gifts for themselves and their families.
The Sheriff's Office is made up of a lot of great people. They're in this business because they want to serve. And so when we made this opportunity available to our staff, I was very pleased to see the resounding support that we had.
Those events are always awesome. All the deputies participating in today's event were off the clock. This is the 10th year of that event. Turning to national headlines now, a heartbreaking update on the desperate search for 3 children who went missing during a flood in Arizona. John Lorick has the story.
Caught in the floodwaters. Authorities in Arizona say a vehicle with 9 people inside was crossing a creek when it was swept up by rushing water. It happened Friday on Tonto Creek near the New Mexico border.
On arrival, found a military-style vehicle actually almost completely submerged.
4 children and an adult got out of the vehicle and became stranded on a sandbar in the middle of the creek. A rescue helicopter picked them up. A woman on the shore was also rescued. Tragically, on Saturday, authorities confirmed they had found the bodies of 2 young children. A 3rd child is still missing.
We have a lot of good training with a lot of great people assisting and expert knowledge and experience out looking.
Meanwhile, severe weather is threatening to hamper rescue efforts. Crews desperately searching for the child are also dealing with flood warnings and dangerous weather conditions.
There's a lot of trees, a lot of brush that makes it almost impossible in some areas to traverse. We have very cold conditions right now. The water's very cold. It's very slippery, muddy.
I'm John Lawrence reporting.
And nearby in Michigan, you can legally buy recreational marijuana starting tomorrow. It's the 10th state in the nation to make this happen. The rollout of legal sales will be slow and limited at first. There are 6 total retailers in that state that can legally sell recreational marijuana tomorrow. None of them are in the UP.
We were the first shop to get a medical license, and now we're one of the first to get a recreational license. So we're getting a lot of interest.
State licensing officials expect nearly a dozen more recreational businesses to be licensed by January. Coming up next, a modern-day whodunit tale, a drama about the resignation of Pope Benedict, And a couple caught in a traffic stop gone horribly wrong. A review of the new movies out this week. Welcome back. The holiday weekend, always a good time to take in a movie, especially when it's so gross outside. Raphael Seth shows us the new films now in theaters.
I suspect foul play.
Daniel Craig can't get even a quantum of solace in Knives Out. This modern-day whodunit features the James Bond star as a Southern fried detective. He's investigating the death of a crime novelist on the victim's 85th birthday, and there's no shortage of suspects in the all-star ensemble cast that includes Jamie Lee Curtis, Chris Evans, and Toni Collette. Knives Out is rated PG-13.
What made you pick me?
I liked your picture. You had this sad look on your face. I felt sorry for you.
A couple's first date might also be their last in Queen and Slim. Get Out star Daniel Kaluuya headlines this one. He connects with lawyer Jodie Turner-Smith for an ordinary night out, but when a traffic stop escalates into an abuse of rights, the officer ends up dead, and the fugitives become a symbol of resistance in an era of videotaped police brutality. Queen and Slim is rated R.
I can no longer sit on the chair of St. Peter.
You're mistaken. You are silence.
Anthony Hopkins calls for the silence of his lambs in The Two Popes. This drama gives a behind-the-scenes look at the resignation of Pope Benedict. Hopkins plays the embattled pontiff presiding over the church during the height of the abuse scandal. Jonathan Pryce is a reformer and critic who becomes Pope Francis after Benedict unexpectedly steps down. The Two Popes is in select theaters this week. That's the box office preview. Raphael Seth, NBC News.
Definitely a good movie weekend. We've got rain changing to snow, and folks up to the north, you'll be seeing more than folks down to the south. They'll time out the rain changing over. Coming up, your Storm Team forecast.
Welcome back. We were there as Grafton's holiday parade took off from 6th Avenue in Washington this morning in downtown Grafton. Always a fun event there that even Santa shows up for. What's better than Santa? Brian Goddard. He also took part in it. Luckily, people not letting the wet, cold weather stop them from going to that parade or checking out some local shops this Saturday. Brian Goddard might be there, but our meteorologist, Ritka, is here with the Storm Team forecast.
Yeah, he was so worried about being in a complete downpour the entire time, but I think they just had a little bit of lighter drizzle. The downpour's on the way for later on this evening, and you can see a wet lens across our Sherman Phoenix camera there. Today, temperatures have not moved a whole lot. Our high, 38. Our low, 37. Yeah, we've moved a whole degree. We're still at 38 degrees right now. Temperatures are going to be getting a little cooler overnight tonight, and so that's why we do have a winter weather advisory. That's going to start tonight at midnight for Fond du Lac and Sheboygan counties. That will continue till 6 p.m. on Sunday. Elsewhere, just dealing with some pretty intense winds that are bringing a gale warning out over Lake Michigan. So those winds sustained, constant right now at 21 miles an hour in Milwaukee. 38 degrees there again, basically 38 degrees no matter where you are in Milwaukee County, except Shorewood, a whole degree warmer, 39 for you. Temperatures tonight not going to drop a whole lot more, down to 36 with rain and fog possible, heavy rain possible at times tonight. That will still be a chance for some of that rain and fog in the morning hours. Notice again, not a whole lot of temperature change for the day. By the afternoon, though, the colder air is going to start to push on in on the backside of this huge area of low pressure that stretches all the way down through Texas. At least we're not dealing with the winter storm warnings, blizzard warnings from South Dakota down through Nebraska. We just again do have that winter weather advisory. Some places across Minnesota and Wisconsin have already seen about 2 to 4 inches from this system so far, but really it's going to be ramping up tonight, especially from the Twin Cities and into the North Woods across Wisconsin. So that's when we're expecting the heaviest snow north of here. Notice for us, 11 p.m., we are basically all rain. Some of those oranges and yellows showing some heavier downpours, about a ½ inch to an inch of rain possible by the time we get through your Sunday morning. And notice it's Sunday, 7 a.m., very light precipitation. Overall, not going to see a lot of accumulation in the morning hours. By the afternoon, the backside of this storm system is going to start to push on through, and that will give us the snow. May even see a little bit of lake enhancement by the time we get through Sunday night and into early Monday morning, and then a lot more sunshine ahead on your 7-day forecast. So how much snow are we talking? Highest amounts up in the Northwoods. Some places like Superior, Rhinelander could see 10 inches. Us here in Milwaukee, about an inch or less. Lighter amounts down toward the south, higher amounts up near Fond du Lac. And again, if you're going to be traveling up to the north, staying long from that Thanksgiving break. That's where you'll be dealing with the snow. But look at all this sunshine on the backside of this system. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. A lot more sunshine. Not full out sunny days. We will see a few clouds here and there, but overall a much quieter weather pattern once we get through this mess tomorrow.
All right, well, we look forward to that. Yeah. Thanks, Jesse. Coming up in sports, the Milwaukee Bucks on a roll, looking for their 11th straight win tonight. Hear from Giannis after the break.
The Wisconsin Badgers on the road this afternoon taking on the Minnesota Golden Gophers. The winner of this game gets Paul Bunyan's axe, and they get a trip to the Big Ten championship game and play Ohio State. That game is still going on another network, so we're going to take you to the scoreboard right now. Right now, the Badgers are beating the Golden Gophers 31-10 in the fourth quarter. Jonathan Taylor gave the Badgers their first lead of the game.